Good YouTube, thank you for checking this video out, and if you are new, I hope you check out my other videos as well. This video will be discussing mainly grieving, getting over the loss of your parent, because I've been there, going through it as well. And I decided to do this video because next week, May 24th, marks 5 years my father has been dead, and I've been trying to grieve in the best way I know how. So I'm really hoping that this video can inspire someone, and please excuse me if I cry, because I'm a little sensitive, especially about my dad, because my dad, that was my OG. We did everything together. Like, our bond was so strong with me and my two sisters. But I really wanted to do this video because I know what it's like to lose a parent, and people don't talk about it. They don't talk about how losing a parent really affects you. It really messes up your relationships, your friendships. Even it goes into your work life, you know, like it changes your whole entire world. So I really want to do this video just to like uplift those who, like myself, are going through a really tough time when the anniversary comes around. And some may say I'm strong, but I mean, that's all I've known how to be, and you know, I got that from my dad. So I just wanted to do this video just to inspire someone, because it's rough. It really is rough, and I'm not gonna lie. So stay tuned, guys. I'm about to give you my top 5 things to just help you get through the grieving process of losing a loved one. So my first advice would be to just cry. Please cry. Crying gets all those emotions that you have felt out. I mean, when I lost my dad, like, I broke down so bad. Like, I didn't think anything could affect me in some type of way until like I got that from my brother saying, you know, hey sis, dad's gone. Like, I had to say to him, what do you mean he's gone? Like, I just spoke to him 2 days ago. He was perfectly fine. You know, it's like it takes you by storm. But please cry. Like, cry to your friends, your spouse, your partner, whoever. Like, cry it out. If you have to cry for a week long, get it out. I'm telling you, it will make you feel so much better, because oftentimes people who don't show those emotions, they don't cry, so they go through these years of turmoil and all these emotions that are stuck in, and you're just like, oh my goodness. And then when they finally break down, it's like, oh my gosh, like I knew he or she would crack, but I didn't know it would be this bad. So that's why I say, like, guys, please cry. Like, it is perfectly fine. No one will judge you. Like, you just lost your father or your mother. It is perfectly fine for you to cry. So my second advice would be, give yourself time to grieve. You just lost someone that either birthed you into this world, or, you know, like your father who did everything with you, like helped you ride a bike, you know, did all those beautiful moments, you know, and all those beautiful memories. Like, please give yourself time to grieve. So often we are so consumed, like, oh my gosh, I gotta get back to work because I gotta pay these bills. But most times you have to check in on your mental. And I say that because I've been there. Like, I went through postpartum depression, and I know what it's like to just not give yourself time to grieve, because you're like, well, I'll be okay, you know. And it integrates with, number one, with not crying. It's like, you have to check in with yourself, you know, like surround yourself with people in your family that will really get you through this tough time, because you really have to take that time, because losing a parent is just one of the worst things that could have ever happened to me. So I can only imagine someone else and their beautiful memories with their parent. So guys, please take the time to check in on your mental. Please. It is not worth it. It is not. My number 3 would be, talk about those beautiful moments with your loved one, because so often we think, oh, I don't want to tiptoe over no one's footsteps because I don't want to talk about what he did, you know, or she did when they were here. But see, that's the beauty in it. If they lived a life and they lived a long life, I feel like you need to talk about those beautiful memories so that it can get you through those tough times. Because I sit back and think about my dad and how, like, he used to give me and my sisters a bath in the tub, or he used to do my hair when he could not do a ponytail to save his life. So those moments make you laugh instead of crying. And it's okay to cry as well, but it just makes you feel so much better. And that's why I say, share those beautiful memories, discuss it with your loved ones, go over all the little memories that you shared, because I'm telling you, it makes you feel so much better. Going on year 5, I still think about all the beautiful memories when we were kids, how my dad sacrificed so much for us, for me and my siblings. So, you know, I sit back and ponder on those moments and just say, damn, like, you know, my dad was so selfless. He was a courageous man, you know? So you really have to sit back and think on those memories. I know it can be tough, and I know it will be hard. Trust me, it's hard for me, and this is going on year 5. So I know, just give it time, but also talk about those beautiful memories. Don't push them to the back of your brain. It's perfectly fine to give yourself time, like I say with not number, but like, you know, checking in with your mental, but like, just share those beautiful moments, you know, go look at photos if that makes you happier. Because I know for me, I look at my father and I'm like, my dad was an OG, like he got all the ladies, you know, because that's the type of person that he was. He was so friendly, you know, very outgoing, and it just makes me smile because I know he was a great man. So just think back on those beautiful memories, y'all. Before, I would say, move around, go work out. Working out has been such a stress reliever for me, because with dealing with work and dealing with being, you know, my kids as well, you know, you get so consumed with so many thoughts that you don't think about your mental. And that's why I say, like, all these things will kind of play a part in different things, because working out for me, it really helps to relieve any stress that I have or any tensions that I'm feeling. Like around this time, I really work out a lot, because I know how my body will react when May 24th comes around every year. You know, like, you just have to get around, move, do things to occupy your time. It doesn't even have to necessarily be a working out, but working out works for me, but I'm just suggesting it, you know. But yeah, move around, go shopping, do fun things to take your mind off of things that, you know, the death of your loved one, because it can really take over your thoughts if you don't. So definitely move around. My number 5 would be, surround yourself with people who lost their loved one. It will help you out, I'm telling you. I have met some of the most great women and men through this journey of losing their dad or losing their mother, because we relate. People that haven't lost a parent, they don't understand what we are going through. You know, they don't understand the emotions. And I'm not taking away from it being like your grandmom or your grandfather or your aunt, your uncle, but it's completely different when you lose the person who brought you into this world, or the person, like I said, helped you ride bikes, you know, try to do the most funniest things that your mom did, you know, just to help her out, you know, like those things. Like, you really have to surround yourself with people who get it, because some people won't get it, and they'll try to tell you like, well, things will be better. Don't tell nobody that. Don't tell no one that things will get better when they just lost their loved ones. Like, that's rude and inconsiderate to their feelings, because they just lost someone that they deeply love. I wish someone would tell me that. Like, I would cuss them out, something horrible. Like, they would hear my mouth. Like, don't tell me that, because losing a loved one will take over your life, like I said. That's why I wanted to do 5 things, suggestions to help you get through it, because I know what it's like to lose your dad, you know, or your parent at the end of the day. But I just wanted to end on this, like, and just talk about my dad, because it makes me feel better. It really does, and excuse me if I cry. But I just can't 5 years without him. And I think that every year it gets harder. And people may tell you that, yeah, it gets easier. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And because you're going through life with your children, you know, and you're just like, damn, they're missing out on this beautiful experience with this person. But you know, I try to think about the good times, like I said, in my suggestions to get you guys through, because it's really freaking hard. It really is. You know, my dad, he did everything that he could for us, and I will never take that for granted, because our bond was so strong. My dad didn't even finish high school, you know, like he just so selfless, you know, so giving. And those memories just make me feel so good about my dad, because yeah, he may have did a lot of wrongs, but you know what? He did a lot of rights and a lot of positive things for me and my siblings. So I look back on it like, dang, you know, I really wish my children got to meet this man. Only my son got to meet him, because my son was like a couple months, but of course he doesn't remember him. But you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, you gotta appreciate your parents while they're here. And I'm so glad that I did, and that's why I really wanted to do this video, because I missed my OG. He was like my best friend, called me up. He was so proud when I got my license before my older sister. Sorry, Shay. But, you know, he was the best dad that I could have ever asked for. And those of you out there who are going through issues with your father or your mother, I really hope you guys work those issues out, because time waits for no one. Let me tell you, time waits for no one. Make amends. Move forward if you have to. Apologize when needed. And move forward, guys, because 2 days before my dad passed, he called me up. He was so sad, and I was just like, Dad, what's wrong? You know, what's going on with you? And he called me at work, and I just was like so distraught, like, dang, you know, what's wrong with them? He was looking for my little sister, but and you know how little siblings are, so he was just trying to find out where she was, and I think he was just stressed out with life, period. But you know, then when I got that call, I was like, something told me to answer the phone, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna answer it, because I've been calling my little sister and she ain't been calling me back. But my spirit was like, answer it, Steph. And all I could do was just fall to my knees, because I just go back on our last conversation like, you know, dang, I should have told him I loved him, or dang, I should have just did this, you know, like you regret so much. And I think I'm gonna add that in as an extra one, like as a number 6. Regret nothing. So do everything that you can while your parents are living, because there are individuals like me and my siblings who wish we had more time. You know, I really wish I had more time. And I'm just going to end it like that, guys. And if you want to hit me up in my email to seek some type of comfort, I do have my master's in human service counseling, crisis response, and trauma. So I know how to deal with these type of situations, and I find it so funny that I have a master's in that, and you know, I'm trying to get through my own grieving. But I think that's the beauty in it, because I can inspire someone out there to say, hey, she's going through it, you know, and look at her life, you know. You know, we're all going through personal things that we may not share with the world. So if you really need assistance, I'm here. My email will be right down below, so feel free to email me and reach out, you know, reach out to whoever will take a listening to you. So I'm gonna end it like this, and I wish you all the best in this grieving journey, because it is definitely a journey. And I will see you guys next time with the next video. So I hope you give this video a thumbs up, and I really hope if you are new to my channel, you subscribe so you can learn a little bit more about me and this beautiful journey that I'm on. And that's it, guys. See you guys later.